Hey guys, how you doing? Well, today's video is going to be about 90s inspired eyeshadow and makeup look. I'm just sharpening my pencils because girls, you know, back in the day, eyebrows had to be on fleek, honey. So I'm just, and I'm using a eyeliner pencil today. But first, I'm going to add some translucent powder to my brows because I want them to stay in place, and that's what we use back in the day. We use some powder. Yes, I'm using this translucent powder from Laura Mercier, and I'm just using a powder brush. Yes, ma'am, honey. Sweeping that away. The 90s was my vibe because I was a young woman in my 20s and I just was having my kids back in that day. And I just love the 90s soft glam eyeshadow looks, the makeup looks. Sometimes the foundation wasn't the right shade for us back then, but we made our makeup looks work. I remember watching Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, just a lot of models and movie actresses back in the day. I remember Halle Berry makeup look, but most of all, I love the iconic Naomi Campbell eyeshadow looks. I remember when Brandy came out and she played the character of Moesha. I love how that makeup artist, I think it's a man that created that makeup look on her video with Monica, The Boy Is Mine, back in the 90s. Honey, that iconic makeup look was the bomb. My eye is doing some watering. I don't know what's going on. I woke up with a headache this morning, but I still had to have my fan on, but I turned my fan another way. So as you can see now, I'm just filling in my brow with this here brow pencil. Guys, the brows was the thing back then. I mean, the brows were what was happening. Okay, that's a brow, honey. I'm showing y'all. Yes, ma'am. Come on, girl, snatch that brow. Yes, ma'am. When I do my brows, I concentrate, so I may be moving a little slow, but that's okay. Yes, come on. You better, girl, you better slay that brow, honey. Okay, now I'm using my spoolie to blend it in. We didn't have boxy brows. Some brows were thin, but I really didn't want to do a thin brow, so I added my 2013 brows in the look. Y'all gonna hear some noise. Okay. Now I cleaned under the brow with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. She is still the GOAT. And I'm gonna put some concealer on my lid because I'm getting ready to do my eyeshadow look. And I'm gonna do one eye on camera. So I'm just blending this here concealer out, and I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer for all of my eyeshadow looks. Sometimes I will use e.l.f. too. So I'm just blending out. I'm going into the mirror. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to see what I was doing. Boy, I be making some faces when I be doing that makeup. Girl, honey, I don't know. Yes, blend, blend, blend. Make sure that you're blending your concealer for this look. Blend out that concealer on your lid. Now I'm picking up my brushes. I was itching back there. I'm using my same eyeshadow palette that I use, I think, in this week's eyeshadow look. I think I used this palette. I'm showing you all of the colors. I'm going to use that shimmery brown color in those two darker shades today. So I'm picking up my first shade. I'm blending out. Come on, girl, get that eyeshadow on there. Come on, tap, tap. Okay, I'm showing y'all. Okay, so guys, you see, we always brung our eyeshadow above the crease, and I'm just tapping that in. Notice I'm not bringing it too high like I normally would do, because back then that's how we did our eyeshadow, honey. We was doing the smoky eyes with the shimmer and the, you know, and I am gonna highlight my brow bone. Y'all gonna see when this whole makeup look come together, honey. It is just, girl, I'm stuck in that era. So if y'all see some of my looks, that's the era that I am in still. I'm still in the 90s eyeshadow makeup looks. I'm telling you, that was just the thing back then. You had to be there. You just, girl, you had to be there back then. You couldn't tell us nothing with our eyeshadow, honey. Okay, sometimes it wasn't blended, but we thought we was cute. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you where I'm putting that first transitional color at, and I'm blending. Now I'm just doing some windshield wiper motions. Okay, and then tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. We're just tapping. Now I'm getting ready to add another shade, and this is the darker brown right there, and I'm using a smaller eyeshadow brush because I want to get right in that, deepen that crease, the outer part, the outer V. You see where I'm tapping that brown shade, that darker brown, honey. Girl, that's how we was doing it back in the day. So make sure you just concentrate that shade right there. Don't bring it over, just right there, and sweep it just a little bit. But notice I'm not bringing it all the way over because I want to concentrate that shade right there. On this, look at that, on the outer V of my eye. I'm just packing that color in. You see that, girl? But you gotta blend it though. Okay, now we're going right back in. What you doing, girl? Okay, I'm going back in with that transitional shade, and we're going to blend those two shades together. Okay, you can't just place the eyeshadow there and don't blend, because then, sis, you're gonna be looking silly. Don't, that wasn't a nice word to say. Well, you just not gonna be looking right. Do your makeup where it makes sense. Continue to practice. Forgive me if I said silly, because that wasn't a nice word to say. Okay, because honey, we all have to try. We all are beginners in makeup. Okay, I'm a beginner friendly makeup artist, so I have perfected doing makeup. But when I first started out, girl, I was looking funny too. Okay, so now I have perfected. Now I'm using the shimmer shade. I always start putting it on with my finger. The finger just, warm up that shimmer shade some. You see, and now I'm going to use my brush. And we're concentrating it right there on the lid. Notice how I'm tapping, and I did not tap off that shimmer. When you're applying shimmer shades, just pack it on to your lid. Pack it on to the brush. See that? We're going to pack some more. And notice how I'm placing it. I'm just tapping it on. I'm not swiping that shimmer shade. When you applying shimmer shades to your lid, just pack it on. Okay? Girl, that's a beautiful shimmery shade. And this is also a daytime look too. Okay, I just love a little pizzazz. So now I'm going back in and blending that outer V out to bring it forward some, to blend it into that shimmer shade. You want everything to look, like it belong. Marry it together. When I say marry, I mean together. Bring it together. Blending it out. I'm showing y'all, girl. I want to see some looks. A lot of women say they like my eyeshadow looks and they want to recreate them. Sis, this is a easy look. We did one transitional shade. We did a darker outer V crease shade. And now I'm blending those two shades together. Blend, blend, blend. You better blend, Shay. Blend Islay makeup. Okay. Blend, blend, blend. But notice I'm not bringing it all the way over. I'm just right there. Okay. Honey, clocking that T. Now I'm finished with both eyes. So now I'm getting ready to add that lighter shade on the brow bone. Now this is a iconic look. Honey, all of the girlies, we were wearing that lighter shade brow bone look. Honey, you had to be there. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm using a flatter brush and I'm just tapping that color in. Notice I'm not going all the way forward. I'm just bringing it right there on the brow bone. That's where you want to add your lighter shade. That's how we did that. Sometimes some people had it and they just placed it on their eye and they didn't blend it out. But honey, make sure if you're going to do this here look, make sure that you blend that out. Okay, we're tapping, tap, tap, tap. You had to be there. I'm telling you, that look was so iconic. I'm telling you. And I'm so glad that I was able to create this look. This is my version. Plus, I wore my makeup like this. So I was there, honey. I was there in the place, honey, in the 1990s. Honey, what? So now I'm just tapping again. And now I'm going to go back in to my transitional shade. Okay, girl, you fidgeting. Where the brush at? Find the brush shade. Okay. I'm fidgeting. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm making sure that that brow bone shade is blended in. So I'm just sweeping it a little bit and blending it. Everything is about blending. Even though we wore these iconic looks, we made sure that our stuff was blended. So shout out to the makeup artists back in the 90s were the bomb. I'm telling you, that look, girl. Okay, my eyes is just doing this watering thing. Lord help me today. I'll be back, girl. Look, completed look. But we not finished though, because we gotta clock in that T. But now we gotta do our iconic lipstick look. Honey, we was wearing that new lip with that brown lip gloss, honey. So now I'm using the Milani new lipstick. I need to wipe off that gloss, that lip oil. Now my lips, I need to exfoliate my lips. I need to do a sugar scrub. So I'm gonna do that this week though. But I'm just dabbing off that lip oil. And I'm adding my new lipstick from Milani. And this is in the shade Naked Nude. Now what I should have did was just use me a lip pencil. But I didn't, because now look at me all. Okay. I got some little difficulties. I don't really like how the lipstick coming on my lips, but we're going to continue with the look, because I'm checking out the lipstick. So make sure you exfoliate, you do your scrub. Do a sugar scrub on your lips, because I'm fidgeting. I don't like, it's doing some kind of flaking. That's okay. Keep on going, girl. That's all right. I'm showing y'all the look. Now I'm getting ready to pick up my Maybelline vinyl lipstick, and this is a brown shade. This is from Maybelline. This is the vinyl ink lipstick, if anyone wants to know about it. It's from Maybelline. I'm showing y'all, okay? I like to show my products. I like to talk to y'all, but I'm doing voiceovers, so I hope that y'all like that. Let me know if y'all like the voiceovers. Well, something fell, so I was laughing. You know, every time I do my makeup stuff be falling. I need a bigger vanity. So, honey, look at that brown lipstick, that vinyl ink. So pretty. So this is the second step. Almost finished. Come on, girl. You be just playing with the makeup. Come on and get this here lip combo done, because you know you got to go to work, girl. Okay, that's looking cute. You know I got to look at y'all. Yes, ma'am. I got to check myself out in the mirror. I am extra. Yes, I've been told. So now I'm putting on just a little bit more. Okay, Shay, don't put on too much, girl. Don't put on too much. Then you're going to be looking like you done been eating some fried chicken. Some people say they don't like lip gloss because it look too wet looking. But make sure that it just look nice, okay? So I'm just, you know, tapping some of that lipstick out because I really didn't like that. Oh, well. That wasn't a good choice of lipstick, but we're going to proceed with this video. So now I'm using my Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Doll Face, and I'm just putting another gloss on top of that lipstick. Y'all, I've been had this here lips gloss for, girl, a long time. I need to purge some of my makeup, but some stuff just sentimental to me. My daughter, Kayla, my beloved daughter, Kayla, this was her lip gloss. So I kept some of her stuff. Yeah. So now, come on, girl, you fidgeting. What you doing now? We trying to clean up a little bit. Girl, you keep on checking yourself out. You is just too cute. Okay, now what you doing? Get your setting spray. All right, Maybelline setting spray. We're setting the face. Honey, I am a oversprayer. That's just me because I like my stuff to be locked in, okay? But girl, get into that eyeshadow. Honey, that brow bone just popping. Girl, the eyeshadow, girl, smooches.